This will make me rip the whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the ops. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, the one I wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy, just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Bears first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Here we go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And able to work about 5 yards yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. In motion is Hardy. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to work. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown! Deontay Hardy, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. And he is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage. Knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They run with Hines. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
I guess it's time to date myself a little bit because I remember Dan Marino running a similar play to this on a Monday night game against the Jets way back when. He's going to fake the spike and hope that the defense lets his guard down, but they were alert there, and this ends up incomplete.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Alert!
They run again on first down. Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Allen off the play fake. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen to throw once more. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. Here we go. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On play action, Fields being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Still on his feet. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bears 21, Bills 14. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Go. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for 1st.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So it's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Bass, up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Good night.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Angel, Angel, Angel.
Fields on 3rd down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Hines now on the return. Powerful running. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Alert!
In motion is Hardy. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion is Hardy.
At the Bears' 46-yard line.
And Diggs has it. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
What's that?
Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this returnable for Hines. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want have the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw here to his running back. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
2nd down, goal to go. Allen. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Allen. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Oh, the option left is Fields. Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run again. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On second down, it's Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon,